Welcome back to Frontierland. It's been a hot minute of me trying to fix this park up. And it's not working. We need to fire people because our profit margin's awful. So that's a problem. So we're gonna fire the two people that aren't specialists, even though they're our cheapest people. We're gonna do that. We gotta hope it works. I upgraded a bunch of the fences to heavy fences, which required more power, which required more power generators, which required more of a burden on the finances. Wasn't great. Don't recommend. In other news, this one's already being hauled away and is already decaying somehow. Incredible. I don't know how. In other news, we have a zombie Wurosaurus who's is just dead but not dead. He even moves. It's an incredible trick. But yeah, he's been at 0 health for quite a while. The Cryolophosauruses keep glitching out. Right now they're fine, but their territories keep resetting. And then they get mad because their immediate bubble doesn't have a goat feeder in it. They immediately get mad, run over for a fence. It's been pissing me the fuck off. I don't know if this is a glitch for Cryolophosaurus. I don't know if this is a glitch for this map. I don't know if this is a glitch for this update or if it's been an issue for a while. I don't know why the territories completely disappear. Like, I've legitimately had 2 Cryolophosauruses awake, running around, and there is no Cryolophosaurus territory in the pad at all. So they both got mad. Like, it blew my mind. We've set up the tour to actually traverse the perimeter. I originally did this because the megalosaurs were all sitting over here like a bunch of assholes, and then they still weren't in view of the cars because the actual radius of a car in terms of visibility is so bad that they're not ever worth actually using, except for like herbivore visibility. And even then, they can still be destroyed by enough angry herbivores that they're just kind of bad. So yeah, they're there. They're in. The tour is actually laid out the way I want it to be. We'll see if it actually works at the end of everything here. All the Eutyranus died of old age, except for one, which was going to die of old age and just had to be sold. We need to bring those back. We have a contract for it, which would be great, but as you can see, we have no money because park finances have been uneven to say the least. What else is just being a nightmare? Deaths of Coelophysis, deaths of Wurosaurus. We had a Sinosauropteryx starved to death for some reason. Like, yeah. It's a whole thing. The Geolopterus are dying. 2. And we have no money for that either. Why is this camera pan so slow? Oh, and now it's not. Well, that was weird. Add that to the glitch list. Strange. Okay, well, whatever. So yeah, we fired those scientists. That's going to come back later as an issue because they're going to block us from doing some of the remaining research and probably some of the remaining expeditions. But I don't see any other recourse right now. In fact, it seems like the finances have been borked for a while, and I can't figure out why. Like, it's not like we made the I mean, this is not a good park, right? In terms of park layouts. This is very much a concept first build, which is why it's suffering, right? But it's exceeded my expectations for suffering, which is impressive. So yeah, we're probably gonna let this run here for a while, see if we can recover enough money to get some Eutyrannuses back in the park, which we need 600k to even begin to do those. So that's a nightmare. Yeah, man, I don't know. I mean, obviously the transport rating's fucked. Well, now drinks and shopping are bad too, actually. So we could probably recover some profit here. So part of the profit loss would have been when the megalosaurs were out of view. Because that would have resulted in shops that were no longer supported. Wait, food? No, food is good. We need drink and shopping. So drink there. Shopping here too. Yeah, so let's turn on shopping, drinks. Okay, that's good. And then, yeah, the food can stay shut down, I guess. Seems like we don't need it without the UDs, I guess. And that's the only shop I have shut down still at this point. Okay. How are you mad? How are you mad? Oh, Coelophysis be Coelophysin. That's fine. Okay, hey, we got up over 100k. That seems good. Now, how bad are we doing on lifespan for some of our later? 1864. Okay, I mean, so despite like bleeding for a while and trying to fix things, it's not like we've gone for 50 years in game with this issue. It's been a lot of it was building. It's been a relatively short-term issue, I think, overall. So that's fine. I like this guy's like frozen at 92 comfort as well. That's really weird. I'm not touching him. Like I could sedate him and see if that like wakes him up and he dies properly. But if he counts for appeal, he's a free Wurosaurus, and that's just nice. Oh, another detail. Deinonychus will fight any herbivore that can be fought because it has Therizinosaurus's AI, even though it doesn't have Therizinosaurus's cohabitation settings. So we had to break this enclosure into two. We'll have a Deinonychus exhibit over here, and then the regular herbivore exhibit will be over here. So we could probably take out this fence if we want to. At this point, I don't see a reason to do that, really. Because, like, we don't have any reason to expand beyond that little enclosure. But in the future, we'll, like, for the final layout at least, we'll want this full enclosure to be utilized because it's just supposed to be, that's all. It's meant to be used. So yeah, for now, we'll leave it alone, but yeah, this will be Deinonychus and a Margosaurus, and I was thinking Sinosauropteryx can be moved over here because it won't fight those because they don't have fight animations. But yeah, the Wurosaurus can't cohab. I think that's the only actual problem species we have in there. Also, clicking on a Geholopterus has been really annoying to try and do. Okay, their population's holding for a while, which is good. Okay. So this park fails. Realistically, this is a lost condition. The park is done. It's over. You can't build a park like this in challenge mode because it just doesn't work. Because the large territories are cumbersome and awkward. Hard to maintain. You spend a bunch of your time fucking with them. I'm sorry, did you phase through the fucking... This shit happens. This shit right here happens. Like, the game fights so hard against you. Like, territory management's a pain in the ass. And once you get into these loss conditions, like, you can't climb out of them because income tax never resets. Income tax never goes down. So once your profit drops significantly, you're fighting against income tax to recover, and it just doesn't work. And, I mean, the large part of what's fucking us over here is trying to use tours for transport rating, and they don't work. They do, but they don't work enough. They're not viable as your only transport method. So we're taking a big hit here on guest comfort, which is affecting finances, and it's all compounding together. We got dinosaur die-off. Essentially what I can do is I can sit here, I can stare at the screen for an hour to try and get enough money to make these 3 Tyrannosaurs to see if it pulls us out of the death spiral. And it probably doesn't. Because ultimately the game just doesn't want us to build a park like this. What the game wants us to do is it wants us to build a park of very tight, tiny little squares. So that the dinosaur territories are manageable instead of fighting against the constant decay and fragmentation that they introduced like 2 updates ago. That's just bad. We're going to fix that ourselves, of course, by making the edit to territory decay that we made before the update. I just didn't want to do it for this park build. I guess to remind myself how painful it is. But yeah. Now, we could just scrap the series and the build. But I think it is aesthetically and stylistically an interesting park. And we haven't seen Dino Kairos. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to compromise by cheesing it. And we're going to reset our cache. This is not supposed to be like a hardcore challenge park build. This is supposed to be build this interesting hot spring based park in a crater in the ground. Check out the new DLC dinosaurs. Fine. So rather than fail or restart, we're just gonna try this. So this should, yeah, I think we have to change it and accept it. And I think that's how it works. Because we, of course, started this design on infinite cache just to lay out the terrain. Sandbox. Park. Yes. Okay. Do medium apply. And then go low apply. Okay. Yeah. And that sets it back to $3 million. Because our current profit, it's literally going to take me 1,000 hours to do anything. So we've done that. We tried to salvage it without cheesing it. It just isn't possible. Let's get these Utyrannuses. So, random. We don't really give a shit about large appetite. Let's get rid of the possibility of needy. 25% social, 100% long-lived. I mean, 1 in 4 will be social, theoretically, so we can get an alpha. Yeah, I almost want to go back and, like, rewatch the last episode to try and, like, identify where things really tipped over into disaster. But I don't think it happened in last episode. I really think it was just, like, updating the fences and stuff is when it all happened. And, that's just, it's just a little bit unfortunate. Well, we'll get these UTs. That'll increase or get the contract done. Money will keep ticking over. And then we can actually hit the gas here again. So, social, long live, large appetite. I do want social. Utyrannus, I think we had 4 before. Not interested really in the blank. So let's take you, and we'll take one of these large appetites. Amazon, Solar, Limpopo, Amazon, Sonora. Both Pulcrana. Let's check out Amazon. That's actually $3 million right there to even hatch that. Damn it. Why? I mean, I know why. But, like, I need more money still. Oh, that's so painful. I think I'm just going to do it again. I'm just going to do it again. Because, honestly, here's what we'll do. We're going to medium. Fuck it. Fuck it. Let's just wrap this park build up. Let's just get the park finished. It's a mess. And it's going to always be a mess. And there's no good way to deal with it. So, screw it. Oh, wow. That actually finishes the contract as soon as you hit the button. Because it's just incubate this many. It's not finish incubation. It's just start incubation. That's really funny. All right.
Successfully executing a mission relies on.
So we'll get those out. We'll get the other requested style out. Then we'll work on fixing up some of the other populations here.
You've got the necessary skill set.
Steelophysis have been doing a good job of not fragmenting. I mean, they're fragmented right now into 2 packs, essentially. But they haven't fragmented to the point where they, like, attack the fences. So that's nice. It would be good to replace the fences with heavy in here. But that's another thing that I'm going to have to wait and deal with later, I think, because we just don't want to deal with it right now. Ranger Team 5 is trying to get in to that ranger station. Well, now I have the money to give him a gate, so I guess I'll give him a gate. Sure, there you go. There's a gate. You enjoy that, dummies. Another dead dino. Another dead dino. New contract.
Here's an opportunity you're not going to want to miss.
Free amenity. That's the other
Park
thing.
needs support
We were
facilities.
trying to do that Uterranus contract, which we couldn't afford to, and so that's like a few other missed
He's like new
contracts
buildings.
that was drinks. It's a few other missed contracts we could have
Restaurants,
maybe completed in
shops,
the meantime.
pit stops, and I don't mean the kind for race cars. If you know what I mean.
So yeah, how long till those are done? They're done. Okay.
The way I see it, you sometimes have to bend the rules to get anything done around here. But you seem to be able to work within the system. Take this latest objective.
So we'll check
You nailed
them.
it. Didn't even
Then yeah,
have to
we want
requisition a
to
hammer.
do
Hammer.
one more. Blink white, as requested. We have social already. We can do this. Remove the... We don't care about needy so much. We can try and get a social that's not large appetite. I think that's fine. And then we'll see like what these guys do to finances. I'm gonna not try and like cheese the cash anymore. We're just using basically the reset to try and get this park back on track to finish it normally. Because we don't need it to be like the Jurassic World run where there's like a dozen episodes where I just struggle to like fix the economy back up after, you know, a mishap. Like ones that are themed around a build style. I don't want to deal with that. I still like having income tax because otherwise it doesn't matter at all, but yeah. So we got a Solar Lethobates one there. Kind of a brown with red stripes. That's pretty decent looking. Not bad. Not bad. And that's our alpha too that landed first. That's always nice. Number 2, Limpopo Calcarana. I like the yellow horns. Those are nice. He's just kind of brown. Black stripes, brown, white underbelly. Nothing too special. And Amazon Pulcrana. Now you are spicy. Red and white. Like a purple red. Very subtle with the white. Not bad. I think I actually like the first one the most. I think I like this one. I think this has a nice look to it. Like the subtle, like the brown with the red striping. I think I like that. Who else died? Who's dead? Another Coelophysis. Any chance our economy's looking better? Oh yeah, look at that. Look at the income spike. Look at the profit spike. That's like double. The UTs, we really were missing them when they died out. They are 645 appeal. That's kept well in position. Are they... They're a star dinosaur, actually. No wonder the park tanked. Okay. Yeah, so letting the UTs die without having a replacement in line fucked us over. Oh, everyone's bad. Well, okay. That's unfortunate. I mean, it's high odds of large appetite. No reason not to take a social, so we'll do that. All right. Well, there we go. Uterranus number 4, back in the park. We could try and get them in their intended pen, but I definitely don't want to do that right now. Well, the economy is still a bit fucky. So for now, we're gonna keep things tightened up here. I think.
Transportation underway.
Missing water. Okay, now you guys are being a bit of shit. Bit of a shit. There actually is a lake I put in here. How are you? You just don't have enough water, right? You little dorks. Why don't you want to work with me? I should probably get a replacement wave of Geolopterus. Small appetite, long-lived and social. That seems fine. Just do that. And then Wurosaurus, probably another wave of Coelophysis. How are the Cryolophosaurs doing? Yeah, see, now they're behaving because they're on camera.
Commencing asset transit.
They're like embarrassed. They don't want to be dicks. Strange that. And then in terms of visibility, so if we want to bring in Dinochirus, it's going to go in this pen. This pen has awful visibility. This pen's not great either. And I don't think there's much we can do about that, because there's really not good options for getting a dome viewing gallery in range, unfortunately. Like, if we were to put one of these here, that actually almost reaches. See, we took out obstructed by a tunnel. Yeah, because it can't cross the other tunnel. But there's no reason now for that one to be crossed like that. Okay, we got a plan here, actually. Because we do one of these. We do one of these. And we do, let's join to existing building. Yeah, I'm trying to, man. I'm trying to. Where'd it go? Here. So we do that. That one's linked up there. And now if we go to you, go to this, it won't do, oh, yeah, there it goes. So that can get that close. I can't quite tell if that's straight, but I think it is. I mean, no, it's not, but part of that might also be the path not being very straight. Okay, let's do it from the other direction, maybe. If we do, let's demolish this. Forget that guy. We come up here. Oh, this is aligning with the way the tour is set up. I see. So if we do this, the tour is the problem, not the path, not even the alignment necessarily of that viewing stand. So yeah, let's do, we go to here, we go to here, we do this guy, we set this to be aligned correctly with the path here. Pretty sure this section we can't snap to because everything's set up in different segments. That looks straight enough, at least. So we do this, but then that can connect to you. Potentially it can be deeper. Yeah. Forget this. Now that we've picked a spot, I guess we gotta let that build first then to connect it up properly, I guess. Aw, you dirty little path. Snapping over there to whatever you think you're snapping to, you monster.
Has been
All right,
transmitted.
great. So that'll improve visibility a little bit there. I don't think there's any other good spot to try to sneak a dome in there other than that one. But I think that's enough to like put in Dino Chiron. So that'll allow us to make some changes. We could technically replace Wurosaurus. That might not be bad. And do Pachyrhino and Minmai in here, because that's more things. And the Wuro can go with the Alamo. I actually redefined my enclosures somewhere. I should try to find those notes, because that'll be an improvement. That's a pretty motley batch, but we'll take them all. It's fine. So there's that. How are we doing on... We wanted Coelophysis. I think we probably just do that next. We could wait for a contract to do more Coelophysis. That's certainly an option. Minmai's ready to go. The Pachyrhinosaurus is almost ready to go. There's no reason to really open up the new enclosure until we need to. I'd also kind of like to fix up the fences on the Coelophysis pen, Because the Cryolophosaurs do hit the fences, and it's kind of obnoxious. So let's take a look at Pachyrhinosaurus. I think that's the plan. That's more variety in the existing park layout. So yeah, we're missing like 80% there. Sure, let's go do a dig. Then yeah, I think I'm gonna wait on CeeLo. I think we do. We wait on CeeLo, we let the Wurosaurus die out. So why don't we just chill? Well, let's look at the Wurosaurus real quick. For some reason, I couldn't escape out of that, which was cool. How long till you guys just die? 117, 121. Yeah, these guys are not long for the world necessarily. And their social's like 4. Yeah, so basically once one dies, we'll want to get rid of them anyway. Okay. We're going to have to actually get more Barbarodactylus too, because they're tipping over. So we'll get going on that. Let's get these G-holes out. Adorable little hops. Gotta love the whimsical tune playing. That's great. Alright, what do we got? 15, Gambia Pelophylax. 14, you're probably old, right? Yes. Although you're a beautiful one, so you're good to look at again. Mangrove Pulcrana. Ooh, purpley pink body man with interesting wings. Champlain Valley Rana. Ooh, yellow and black. Like almost a bee vibe going on there. Death Valley Papurana. It's alright. Great Sandy Pelophylax. Svalbard Calcarana. Yeah, look at those goddamn wings. The Calcarana pattern wings might be the best one. Those wings are like wild. With the red, like very butterfly. Very cool. Svalbard Rana. Sonoran Pelo. Oh, look at the little bit of like green on the Pelophylax wings. That's weird. Just a little bit of like sprinkling of neon green. Curious. I think we lapped around. Yeah, like 21 was the last one. So this one was actually old. We just didn't see the green before. Or I didn't see the green before, at least. Are you guys actually missing insect? Do you need a new one? No, you just haven't updated. Yeah, okay. One insect feeder is still enough for the whole flock. There's another one that just died. Well, alright. Have we ever seen them land on anything else? They can land on the aviary sign. They can land on the Spinosaurus skeleton. But I don't think we've ever seen them land on any of the other random things we've tossed in here for experiments. I have to keep an eye on some of those, see if we can catch anything, but I feel like the perch points are a little bit limited. Still really cool that they can land on the Spinoskeleton, though. That is awesome. Barbarodactylus. Vulnerable, large appetite, social humble, skittish. I think these are fine. I don't see any reason not to just take all of those. Boom. There we go. Great. And then 2 minutes there, 2 minutes here. And a set of barbs are ready. Let's get them out. And the drone busting right through the middle. Alright, what do we got? Salar del Huasco lethal baits. I like the blue and the yellow. Not the best. Svalbard Pelophylax. Appropriate for a snowy environment. You're not bad. That's a pretty spicy... I like the red on the face and the beak. That's nice. I wonder if any of that's the pattern versus the base color, because it's a red base color, obviously, but the red on the face is much more distinctive. I think it's part of the base color, because this guy's like the same kind of gray all through. This guy's just like, his face is brighter for whatever reason, I guess. And your Svalbard Pilophylax. Also very appropriate for the frozen tundra, but not very exotic. Ooh. That's a really sick crest. Rana pattern, of course, that makes sense. Rana tends to get a lot of the best stuff. Yukon base color could be more interesting, but this is a pretty interesting combo. Like the gray body with the bright red crest is a cool look. Also, blue on the face matching the red on the face from the other one. I think that's actually part of the pattern. I think on the other one, the pattern just wasn't applied to the face because sometimes the patterns don't affect certain regions. That would be my guess. We got the little guy resting on the Spino tail. Classic. Yeah, hard to know. Like, we could obviously go to, like, Species Viewer and just toggle back and forth and figure out for sure. But it's not that important. They're only Barbarodactylus. They're a fairly disappointing DLC pterosaur, all things considered. Why... Wait. I never put in... Oh, yeah, we're waiting for one to build. That was true. What is this one doing? Why do I have... Oh, that one used to be connected to this one. Yeah, because I deleted the path, but I never actually deleted the station, I guess. I guess that's what happened there. But this one definitely was meant to put in. Why is it... I wish that it would default to being connected up, because it'd be a lot more convenient if it did. Let's try and keep the land in view, basically, I think. I think that's the best we can do here. The relatively limited range, and then we'll check this one, but I think this one probably just gets deleted. Because I'm hard-pressed to see it. Wow, I actually have to start the tunnel even. Yeah, for that to work. Okay. Constructed by tunnel. Yes, it has to be all the way over here. It's not going to get hardly anything new in view. So yeah, that one's done. That's fine. Might take pressure off of these shops, which ain't the best, but the aviary's right here. So these shops are always going to be useful. So it's not that bad. Alright, unreachable by guess, but that's because it's still building, right? Surely. Surely that's what's happening there. Yeah.
Asset transportation complete.
We're on slow because of the release animation. We good? Yeah, that's good. Okay. And another dead Coelophysis.
En route to collect the asset.
Fine. Okay. Great. Next. Pachyrhinosaurus fossils are in. That's the other thing to deal with here. I knew there was something else. Ammonite, whatever. Wait. Oh, really? 98%? You're gonna play me like that? Alright. Rude. Oh, I'm sure it'll be done this time. So that'll take care of that. But yeah, I think we just get rid of the Wurosauruses. We could... Let's get the Minmai set up. %, social. We could do 75% lifespan and give them a chance at humble. We're gonna breed probably a lot of these because we'll probably need to. The weak is actually kind of fucky. Let's just say fuck it. I think that's fine. I think that'll work for me.
Assets in the air.
And we did get Frostbite number 2 into the park. So there's our blank white Eutyrannus. Okay, we got Minmai eggs. Take a peek. Large appetite, weak docile, large appetite. I think it's fine. I think we'll just hatch these and let them figure out their dominance themselves. I'm not gonna bother. That's a lot of money. Holy smokes. fine. It's fine. Maybe. No money came back here. Pachyrhinosaurus is completed, though. Okay. Well, we'll have to process those when we get a chance. I was originally gonna do Pachyrhino and Minmi. We probably still will. But we're gonna have to go about it slightly different than I was originally thinking. Because I was originally thinking we'd do both of them and get rid of the Wurosauruses, but we probably need to keep the Wurosauruses. Because I can't see us getting Dinokairos anytime soon, unfortunately. So yeah. Ground fiber is needed here. So we're going to try and have this set up kind of to make this work decently. So yeah, this is where the Amargas are going to go with the Dinokairos. And then the Wurosauurus I was originally going to leave over there, but I don't think that's viable. So these guys are fiber and fruit. What were these guys? Fiber. Okay. So they have enough fiber. We can actually overlap a little bit. So let's grab these guys. Now I'm thinking the Sinosauropteryx, I'm probably going to leave them alone for now, but I think we want to put them over here. Because this little, they won't cross the river, and this area is in view very well from this one viewing gallery. Right now, they're actually mostly out of view, which is not a big deal because they're not worth that much. But we can do better, and there's no reason not to do better. So that's the plan. And we've opened this pen up too, for when we bring the Minmi in. Basically, what we're going to do right now is just delete everything that's in here. Oh, I wonder if there's any issues. I don't think the scavengers will interact poorly with Minmi. But we should check that.
Hey, I've gone like hours without a snack, and I know how that makes me feel. So imagine how a dinosaur feels when it's hungry.
What are you fucking lecturing me about? Some dipshit's hungry? That's not my fault. That's not my problem. I mean, maybe this one that's literally like a corpse. Can I? I'm curious if I could sell him, but I'm actually not even sure if he can be sedated. Well, anyway, the Minmi are ready. Let's set up the Pachyrhinosaurus. Contract, please. We do need this. Disease-free should be a freebie. Unless we actually finally had disease show up in the park, but I think it's bugged, so I think it's fine. Definitely get rid of this. 25 humble. How about just full long-lived then? 25 with long-lived seems like a thing.
What's the point of having dinosaurs if we can't keep them healthy and disease-free? I'm not really asking. You and I both know the answer.
I think this Wuro can't actually be sedated. How do you fix a zombie dinosaur? Curious that. Okay, well, the Wurosauurus are social 4. So if we're going to keep these guys, they're mostly dead, but I think we will keep them. We're going to need to get them sorted out in a way that their social's not an issue. So we probably sent the Werosaurus first, which is relatively cheap. Honestly, don't give a shit. 50%. We'll just do... I think we're just going to start doing this for everything. Like, a chance at some beneficial traits, and just fuck it. Who cares? Just go. That's essentially the strat, I think. Alright, well... Yeah, I don't know what we do about that guy. Maybe the Dinocaurus, or no, not the Dinocaurus. Maybe the Pachyrhinosaurus will like kill it for us when we put it in, or the Minmise. Oh, the Minmise will probably just be mad if it's there. Wait, how do I get rid of it? I might have to try reloading and see if that does it. I'm watching you phasing through my fences. All right, well. Anyway, Werosaurus. So before we hatch these, I'm gonna want to get... Oh, they're still expensive as balls. I'm gonna want to get, yeah, some other stuff sorted out here. So I'm gonna try and fix the defenses on the cryo pen, and then reload the game and see if we can get rid of that, dead dinosaur that doesn't know it's dead. And if we can't, I don't know what to do. Because it's probably going to cause cohab issues. And I'm not sure. I mean, I guess I could leave the Werosaurus in there, put the Pachyrhino and the Minmi down in here. But we probably need a lot of dinosaurs in here to fit with the Alamo. And neither the Pachyrhino nor the Minmi can go with the Dinocaurus. So we want, like, minimal... I think we just want Werosaurus down here because it should be the cheapest out of the three. Not by much. Yeah, it has to leave. It has to work out. Shit. Alright, the Werosaurus are coming over. The new home. Let's go through them and see what we got. Is that the last one? Also, reloading did get rid of the one that was a zombie. So that's the solution if you run into zombie dinosaurs. 7, 9, 10. Is 9 new or old? 9 is old. 10 is new. Number 10! Amazon Rainforest Papurana. Not awful. I like the iridescence on the plates. That's pretty cool. Werosaurus 11, Sonoran Blank. Super boring. Champlain Blank. Pretty boring too. Svalbard Rana. Not bad. Yellow and black's never a bad color combo. I think the first one with the iridescence was better looking. This one's eh. 14, Limpopo Lethobates. Also kind of eh. Not bad. The Werosaurus ain't awful, but yeah, I definitely like that first one the most. Alright, and yeah, so they're in here now. We're going to see if we can get this full enclosure to work fine. I think we should. Like, they shouldn't linger in the lake too much, which means the territory should be maintained all right by the viewing gallery and the tour. But it's definitely something we got to keep an eye on. Then this pen is now just Sinosauropteryx. So yeah, I never looked up if the Minmi have an issue. Why don't we just save? I think it's fine. I don't think there's a cohab issue, but we're gonna save just in case. Because fuck it. Let's get these guys out. Shows neutral. Yeah, we would know if they hated it, because that's a thing. All right, we're going to do that, and then I'm going to go through here, and we're going to delete essentially most of the foliage that's left in here, because we're basically restarting this enclosure from scratch, essentially. So yeah, I'm just going to actually delete basically everything, I think. Well, that part, I think, was untouched, so that didn't need to be deleted, but whatever. Insufficient funds. Whoops. That's certainly true. Fuck. Forest, good. Open space, water, meat, and sand. These guys are all good.
Asset being transported.
I'm gonna be a fool, and I'm gonna delete this bit there because I want to. Painful, but profits are pretty good actually. So there's that. 88 food. 75% on transport. Isn't that... Was it 75 or 70 before? I feel like it might be better, which is insane. You get turned back on.
Minmai is a relatively small, armored herbivore from Cretaceous Australia.
Death Valley Blink.
What sets this species apart from other members of its family are the horizontally orientated plates that run...
Groundnut and fruit. That's... Sure. What's a Alamosaurus? You know what? Let's just not worry about it. We'll just get this set up. It shouldn't take that much to make this work.
along the sides of its backbone. Hence the binomial name, Minmai paravertebra.
And gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a
So yeah, number one was Death Valley Blink. Yukon Lethal Baits. Nice stripy turtle face boy. It's alright. Those two are both alright. For some reason we're getting sent to 5. Which is amusing. Number 3. Limpopo Pilophyla. My favorite so far, for sure. That's a nice looking little fella. The green with the brown stripes and then kind of the amber gold osteoderms on the back is a really nice like 3-color combination. Really like that one. You're the winner. So far. Number 4. Gambia and Lethal Baits. Ooh, I like the pink belly. The pink belly fading up into the black. That's a cool look. He's got like neon lights on his undercarriage. That one's pretty solid. That's a pretty unique skin color. Pink, not very common. You're gonna get destroyed by Australovenators for some reason. I don't know why you're doing this. Can you leave without going right by the dinosaur? Yeah, get out of there. My dude.
transportation underway.
Limpopo Calcarana. Interesting stripes with like the green mixed with the orange kind of. Like the 3-tone striping is pretty sick. We haven't seen Minmai much recently, have we? Quillian, I wonder... I was reading a discussion about the most accurate dinosaurs in the game, and Minmai came up. This is something I don't know. So the ceratopsian feet in this game are awful. Same with the sauropod feet. What about the ankylosaurid feet? Does this fella have the right kind of feet? I don't know.
Delivery complete.
I know that like most of the ankylosaurids are really bad for their armor with the way it's like Ankylosaurus is awful because its armor is set up like a turtle shell, which is very unrealistic. They should look like this guy or like Euoplocephalus, which are the stars. Although I'm not sure that relates to the Notosaurids, because the Notosaurids also feel like they got turtle shell shit going on. But I've seen some people argue that they're fairly accurate. I'm not sure how that tracks. I'll have to research that. Great Sandy Lethal Baits. That's a good, like, desert skin. It's Great Sandy, not surprising. Not doing too much for me here. Gambia Rana. Yeah. How's that compared to the other Gambia? Not sure. Alright, and their territory's good. Alright. Sinosauropteryx are still happy, so I think we can leave well enough alone. Australovenator died. Not a fan of that. That's a big ticket thing. Tipping over. Okay. Well, at least we made progress with the caveat that we cheated.